It's the season for cybersecurity awareness. It's pretty much every season these days. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. With us from Google is security expert Grace Hoyt. Great to see you again, Grace.
Thanks so much for having me, Fred.
Well, search interest in cybersecurity has reached an all-time high this year. And I understand those in Gen Z, 30s and younger, are being increasingly targeted. That's a little surprising, maybe, to some. They're supposed to be tech savvy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, across the board, we're seeing that phishing, and that's phishing with a PH because folks are trying to beat and hook you in. We're seeing that phishing and scams are on the rise. And Gen Z is a very tech savvy generation, as you mentioned. They're just using the internet to do a lot of things. They're using it for school, for homework, for their personal lives. And this is a good thing. They're using it as intended, but we know that some of these bad actors are targeting them due to this. So we are really passionate about making sure that Gen Z has the tools that they need to spot scams effectively, which I'm hoping we can talk a bit about today. And we're also finding ways that we can partner to make sure that those educational materials and information is widely available to them.
What are some of the leading concerns here and how are they being targeted? Are there new methods? I guess there always are new methods being used.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still definitely seeing trusted sources and shopping as sort of an attack vector. So I always say if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. There are a lot of scams out there right now. We're heading into the holiday season where things just look too good to be true. I always am looking for a deal, so I can relate to this. But if folks are getting an inbound text or an email that's encouraging them to quickly share credit card information, offering something of high value for free, we recommend that everybody go directly to that merchant site. Do not open a link that's coming into you. Go directly to that site to really see if that deal is what it says it is, or see if that source is who they say they are. Especially when it comes to Gen Z, I'm really excited to share a new partnership we have with Roblox that's really going to help kids spot online scams and be cyber aware. So this will have resources for them, and we really want folks to have a trusted adult, a teacher, a parent, a family member. If they see something and they aren't quite sure if it is what it says it is, that's a really great step to take. If they think they might have accidentally clicked on something, make sure to talk to a trusted adult.
Interesting. So what are some of the other tools that Google has available for us to help keep us a bit safer?
So, as you know, I live and breathe online safety every day, and we do have a really wonderful tool to share today. There's something called a passkey, and this is actually going to, we think, over time, do away with the need for passwords, those pesky passwords that you're trying to keep track of. So, we really want folks to shore up that online account. We've talked a bit in the past about password managers. Folks should really be making sure that they're using strong passwords, that they're changing those passwords, and the best, easiest way to do that is to use a password manager. There's one right in your Chrome browser. You can save it there. But on top of those strong passwords, you need something called two-step verification. We do know that over 90% of attacks start with a stolen password. So even if something like that does happen, if you have two-step verification turned on, that means that that attacker still can't get into your account. So this is really great. But what is a passkey? So people are probably used to signing in with their phone, with their phone pin, showing their face to unlock that screen. Passkey uses that same technology to sign you into your online accounts. So if you go to myaccount.google.com and click on the security tab, you can see how to turn on two-step verification, opt in for a passkey, and do that wherever you can on your online accounts. A lot of your favorite sites and apps have already set this up. I know folks love to use PayPal. You can use a passkey to sign into PayPal. And you'll get prompted by those sites and apps to say, would you like to sign in with a passkey? So use that. And even if that remote attacker has your password, they don't have your physical device on them, so they can't get into that online account. We think this is a huge breakthrough, and we are really excited. We think it's easier to use. We think that over time, folks should really be doing this. We can do away with passwords altogether.
Are there any dangers associated with passkeys? Are the bad guys out there trying to set up
No, so this is really the strong form of security that we want people to be seeing because it is device based, right? So this really takes away that ability for that remote attacker to get into your device because they don't have your computer or your phone.
You mentioned phones. Spam calls can be such a nuisance. People get tired of them, and Google Google can help, especially if you have some of the certain devices that Google has.
Yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, similarly to what I was saying about an inbound text message or an email, we really don't think folks should be picking up calls from unknown numbers. We are seeing, as I mentioned, kind of the too good to be true type scams. But what really bothers me about some of this is this fear based fraud that's happening. We're even seeing, things like romance scams. So don't pick up a call if you don't recognize the number as a good, a best practice. There's also technology that we have that says, as the call's coming in, this could be a fraudulent call. So definitely don't pick those up. But if you do find yourself picking up a call, maybe you're waiting for a call. Look out for the same kind of things that you would when it comes to the shopping scams I mentioned. If they're rushing you into sharing information, rushing you into providing financial info, your credit card payment, that's a huge red flag. So I would always practice take a beat. Even if they are trying this fear-based tactic, go directly to the source that they're saying that they are, as opposed to that call that you received. And the same goes for text messages, and the same goes for emails.
I mean, it's possible to clone voices and things like that today. It's really frightening, isn't
Yeah, and I think that's why this kind of trusted, we have to go directly to the source, right? So this trusted relationship that you have with whether it's a merchant, whether it's a person in your life, you need to go directly there. But if there are recommendations, folks are think they've clicked on something, they're not sure what it is. It's really important to actually report that. So depending on whatever tool you're using, for example, I use this all the time in Gmail. You can report phishing. You can kind of click a few dots at the top right of the email and just say, I think this might be fraudulent. That really helps Google say, take a look at that. Now we are automatically blocking 99.9% of all phishing and scams. But as you mentioned, these attackers are finding new ways, getting creative. So it's always good to do your part as well and report something that you think, might be suspicious.
it? And on the phone front, you do have on the Pixel devices, what I really love, the call screening.
Absolutely. Yeah, call screening has definitely helped me many times. I've been traveling and gotten calls in, and I'm like, I don't know, is this my hotel? And it says, this is probably a scam.
Terrific. For more info, where can people go, Grace?
Go to myaccount.google.com. You can find all of the free tools that we have to keep you safe online. And then also check out Google the Roblox Google partnership. If you're a parent or a kid that's really trying to learn more about how to spot these scams, there'll be resources there for you as well.
Terrific. Grace Hoyt, thank you for spending time with us.
Thanks so much.